one, focusing on the team and just how these 2 days have gone in terms of the competition, and then for you personally, how it's been.
It's been great. Okay, I can answer both your questions in one. For me and for the team, we're competing. Guys bruised up already, because the competition level is very high. I think our biggest focus right now is just locking in on the defensive end. We're doing a lot of defensive stations and then coming in and trying to apply to whether it's 4-on-4, 3-on-3, 5-on-5, and getting better at it. Different language from the past 3 years that I've been here. So we're getting used to changing that system and changing the language, but for the most part, everything's been fine.
I assume that the team goals are championship-oriented, but what about you individually? What are your individual goals for this year?
You see my quote? I know you see my quote. Come on, Dan. I don't want to answer it. No. For me, I want to be on the floor. I want to be able to play all 82. If I'm not, I don't want it to be injury-based where I can't play.
Sure.
So that's my goal. I know the more I'm on the floor, the more I can help my team. Higher chance we have of winning when I'm playing. So I want to go out there and be able to compete every single night. And by doing that, I think we give ourselves a chance to win every night.
Over these, really, since the end of the bubble season, have you felt like you've really ever been able to get into a real rhythm over a stretch? I mean, it's been kind of so stop and start in so many different ways. Has there been a stretch where you're like, you felt like yourself, or are you still trying to get back to that?
I think I've always felt like myself. I think, when you're the last 2 seasons when you're injured, it's hard to just get in the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
You come in for a couple weeks, 3 weeks, then you're out again for 6. So it's like, it's hard to establish a rhythm for me personally, but I think that was probably the only thing. I always felt like myself, always confident, always ready to go and play. But I think when you're in and out of the lineup consistently, it's tough to catch that rhythm. And you can get better in practice, but game rhythm is totally different.
Yeah.
And, when you're not playing in a game, it's just tough to catch that rhythm to help the team.
AD, as a team last year, there were things like injuries and COVID that you couldn't control that went against the group and made things difficult. But were there things that you think, looking back, that we could have done better, we actually could have had an impact on that you can bring to this year? Like, we need to work on these things.
Defensively, I think in every defensive category, we were bottom half, like 22 or lower. And that's something we can control every night. Like I said, we can't control the ball going in the basket. We can't control, wins and losses, but we can control ourselves competing every night on the defensive end. And that's the one thing that we want to get better at. It's one thing coaches is stressing more than ever is defense. And that's why we have all these defensive stations and really locking in defensively. I mean, we have enough guys on this team to be able to score the basketball, but that doesn't mean nothing if you can't get a stop.
You were a handful of votes away from being Defensive Player of the Year in your first year with LA. Is that something that remains a goal of yours?
Not something I'm really locking in on. Like I said, my goal is to 82 and help this team win. And I think by doing that, if we can lock in defensively and win ball games and I play to the level that I'm capable of playing up, then that stuff comes. But I'm not going out thinking, okay, I need to do this and do that to win an award. I just play basketball.
What was how hard you worked this summer? Was there anything in particular that you really locked in on?
Not really. I was really just rehabbing, recovering, and getting ready for the season. On court, just working on everything. Off court, as far as the weight room conditions, just trying to let my body heal from the past 2 seasons and recovering from that standpoint and make sure I'm fully healthy to go this year.
Your outside shooting last year was not what we saw from you in the first 2 years. Think about how good you were on outside shooting in the bubble run. What work have you done on your jump shot, and how critical is it going to be to have that outside shot, especially in the way Darvin wants to play offense?
A lot of people don't know this, but since January, I was battling a wrist injury the whole year, so it's affecting my shot and everything. That's not an excuse, but it was tough for me to shoot how I wanted to shoot. Couldn't really follow through. But like I said, I'm 100% healthy. I feel great. You guys around here, I'm really shooting the ball. So I think that was just the biggest thing. So I'll be ready. You know, wherever coach puts me on the floor, mid-range post, perimeter. You know, if I got a shot, I'm gonna shoot it.
If you don't mind me kind of asking for a little more detail, how is that affecting your mechanics?
Everything. I couldn't follow through. Anytime I fall through, it's very painful. So I had to try and do that over and over and over. You know. So
aside from terminology, what's been the biggest difference with Darvin's defensive system?
It's more of a Milwaukee system, how they have the bigs back. You know, in the paint, how Brooke was, you know, pick and rolls right back. For me, I'm more up on the ball, let me affect the play. So that's the biggest difference for me. That's something I'm trying to transition to, not hoping as much, letting the guys on the ball do their thing. And, you know, if I see somebody come to the basket, it's instinctual for me to just go and try to block the shot. Where in this case, you know, he told me several times, "Hey, no, that's not true." And it's just like, damn, like I'm so used to, you know, especially being a big. So that's kind of been the biggest thing, you know, staying out of plays when it's not my assignment.
AD, on offense within Darvin's system, how much have you thought about, all right, the times that you're going to want to be shooting from the perimeter versus driving and attacking versus starting the ball? Like, what's that balance like, and what's the ideal set?
The good thing about the system, every position is interchangeable. So I could be handling, I could be in a corner coming off a DHO, I can be coming off pin downs, and you know, you can have Scottie Pippen, the smallest guy on the team, and the dunker, you know, ready to get a rebound or something. So it just depends on what spot I'm in, what position I'm in, and the play that we call. So, but he wants me to score all three levels, you know. And whenever I have a shot, like I said, any three level, I'm going to take it.
Last two.
So, hey, with the thing, like with the tape on the floor, anybody can be in those positions. It's all interchangeable. And then you're really good at playing in, you know, the left block and also the mid post. Is he letting you get in those spots? Is those spots he wants you to be in still?
Yeah, like you said, it's all interchangeable. And you know, we have some sets that we didn't put in yet, but me, Bron, and Rush just playing, you know, getting us in some stuff that he wants and then playing out of it, you know. So, you know, we may have something where it's a swing, but then we go, you know, for our terminology, we go swing punch, and then we know it's going to the post. And so now I'm in the post, and we haven't put it in, but we just playing basketball, and then we just play out of it. Now he get to see how we like to play, how us three play together, and then also he can coach out of that. Okay, they're like this, let's add these other pieces around. So he letting us play, and that's what training camp is about right now. Like, I'll put these sets in, you guys play so we can figure everything else out.
Of the new additions, has anyone kind of stuck out to you just over the 2 days?
I mean, everybody's been playing well. I mean, it's good to obviously see Pay Nunn back and actually playing really well. Scottie Pippen had a really good day today. He really, like, y'all didn't see the score, but Purple, me, Bron, Russ, I forgot who else was on our team. We got torched today in the last. Pimp he played extremely well. Pat is Pat. JCA, great defensively doing this thing. You know, everybody's playing well. You know, everybody's bringing that energy what we need and to get everybody better each and every day.